Hello and welcome to Tavern Chat, the podcast, the vidcast, the castcast. So, what am I going to talk about today? Well, something I don't want to call it insane, but if you were a New Yorker or somebody who lived in northern New Jersey in, I guess, the 70s and 80s, you remember Crazy Eddie? His prices are insane. Well, we have something insane going on in Humble Bundle. And I'm going to go into this just a little bit because I am very surprised. So, Pathfinder 2, second edition Bestiary Humble Bundle. I have a link at the bottom of the screen for those of you playing along at home. Tenkars-tavern.games/PF2 will take you to the Humble Bundle link. Percentage of the monies that you spend if you back this bundle will go to support the tavern. Me. But here's the deal. For $5, I'm not kidding you, you get the core rulebook in PDF, the character sheet pack, an adventure, some fiction, first two parts of the Extinction Curse, adventure path. That goes for, I think, $16 a piece, each of those parts alone in PDF. Two quest anthologies and flip mats. That's for $5. $10 you add in the Pathfinder Bestiary in PDF. Lost Omens World Guide. Listen, if you're looking for a setting or you're looking to steal crap from a setting, great. Next two parts of the Extinction Curse, more maps, more fiction. 25 adds in the Pathfinder RPG Game Mastery Guide. My understanding of a lot of that material is kind of system neutral. Lost Omens, as that again, the new setting, Gods and Magic, more fiction, the last two parts of the Adventure Path, more scenarios, more map packs, and at $35, you can get the Pathfinder Bestiary in print, along with everything else. Now, the dinged up, imperfect versions of the printed Bestiary are like $37 or so on the Paizo website. So, holy shit. Now, most of you that listen to this podcast are going, well, who gives a flying fig Newton about Pathfinder 2? Even Pathfinder players don't care much about Pathfinder 2, but there's a reason I'm bringing this up. And it's not just the fact that I am going to back this probably for $25, because I don't need a printed copy of the Bestiary. But everything else here, you know what? I can grab a lot of OGL material that I can use, not just in my Swords and Wizardry games, but I can use maybe in future products that it's self-publishing, because there'll be OGL stuff that I can certainly yoke. So, why is this important? Pathfinder 2 came out in... I'm going to have to go back to the videotape, which in this case is my videotape, because I made a post about this. So, Pathfinder 2 came out in August of 2019. All right, so that's 21 months ago. Last July, 2020, Paizo had their first Pathfinder 2E Humble Bundle. So they put 2E stuff that wasn't even a year old, basically, maybe not out for free, but damn close to it. And here we are now, May of 2021. We have a second Pathfinder 2E, second edition Bestiary version. Now, the first Humble Bundle, I believe, allowed you to get the core book for, I don't know, $25 or $35. Damn close to nothing, right? So, why are they doing this? Well, if you were making the monies that you needed to make, you wouldn't need to do a desperate cash grab for Humble Bundle, right? I'm not saying a Humble Bundle, well, yeah, I'm saying Humble Bundle is generally a cash grab, but what you do is you kill your current catalog, right? Anything that's up here right now, anything that was available on the prior Humble Bundle for Pathfinder 2, Nobody's going to pay retail for it, right? Nobody's going to go to Paizo site and go, oh, well, yeah, look, I backed this for $5, and I like those first two parts of the what is it, the Extinction Curse Adventure Path. So, oh, let me buy them at $16 a pop over at Paizo. No, you have another 20 days left in this shit. You're gonna go and go. All right, well, now I'll spend my full. I wasted $5. I could have saved $5. I went in for the full boat at 25. They're going to make short-term cash, but they are killing the tail of Pathfinder 2. Now, I've said this in the past. Why do we even get Pathfinder 2, right? After years of Paizo going, there will not be another edition. Pathfinder is Pathfinder, and Pathfinder is what it is, and we're not going to put out another edition. So why did we ever get Pathfinder 2 in the first place? Well, Starfinder was supposed to be the new cash cow. What happened was Paizo saw that Pathfinder 1 wasn't selling the core books they wanted to sell. And the market was mostly third-party market for Pathfinder material. So Starfinder gives you a new core books that you can sell your own great new line, and it's going to be awesome and amazing. And Starfinder was barely a blip on the radar, right? People were like, huh? So Starfinder wasn't what it needed to be. So what do they do? All right, well, we're getting our asses trumped by 5th edition. So we got to make Pathfinder a bit more like 5e, therefore 2e. And are there fans of Pathfinder 2e? Certainly there are. However, the complaints I've heard about it from Pathfinder players has generally been, I liked Pathfinder just as it was, and they've 5e'd Pathfinder, and if I wanted to play effing 5e, I'd play effing 5e. So, now we have the second Humble Bundle for Pathfinder 2e in less than 2 years of the release of the core book. Think about that, folks. Now, for those who are going, oh, but Pathfinder's got legs. Pathfinder it's cutting its own legs out from under it. Pathfinder 2e is literally being put on suicide watch by Paizo. So, what can they do to solve this problem? I don't know. This is a cash grab. Okay, plain, simple. Just looking at how often they are doing these humble bundles for a system that is brand spanking new tells you flat out cash grab. Why are they doing a cash grab? Apparently because they don't have the market share that they used to have. Remember, before 5e, during the era of 4th edition D&D, Pathfinder was the game system. It was people's D&D. But now people have a playable D&D. They have 5th edition. Therefore, they don't need Pathfinder, right? Pathfinder is going to wayside. Now, I've discussed this with other friends in the community, some that are publishers, and we are pretty much universal. And the only way Paizo can probably save their ass is to take their, admittedly, and I'm not a big, huge fan of Adventure Pass as for most of my gameplay, but they are very successful. And some of them are extremely well written. Even if I wouldn't run them, I enjoyed reading them. They could convert them to 5th edition. And they would have a cash cow of material that's already written, just has to be converted. That could go on and keep them pumping out material for years. Number 2, Paizo had the Pathfinder MMO, right? Remember that Kickstarter? And that Kickstarter was just to raise enough money that they could get real funds for it. That is a money pit. Or was a money pit. I don't even think it's still around, but if it is, it ain't doing them any good. Folks, if you want to check out the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Bestiary, tenkars-tavern.games/PF2. PF2. tenkars-tavern.games/PF2. again, a portion of the sales goes to support the tavern. I appreciate it. I think the material here is good. I don't think it's. I think it's way undervalued. But the secret of Humble Bundle, right, is the numbers. People come in and go, well, maybe I'll use a tenth of this, but at this price, that's a bargain, right? And it certainly is. But it's a bargain that is going to kill the line. Who's going to go and spend any money at Paizo, right? Because in 6 to 12 months after something you looked at went, oh, well, I could get that. But if I wait a year, I can get it for pennies on the dollar at Humble Bundle, because Paizo is going to need to do another cash grab. You got to feed the beast. And the beast isn't making the money. Those numbers that we see for the sales ranking and shows D&D 5e, always straight up number one. And we see things like on Roll20 and Fantasy Grounds, when we see the campaigns, and it's overwhelmingly 5e. And Paizo's game systems, Pathfinder 2, Starfinder, don't even break like 10% combined of the usage. And people go, well, that doesn't really mean that it's the same thing in stores or when people are playing. It doesn't mean the same. It means a hell of a lot. All right. Those are snapshots that we can look at. And the fact, again, 2 Humble Bundles for a brand new system, not even 2 years old, in less than 2 years. If you're a Pathfinder 2 fan, good news is you're getting dirt cheap material. Bad news is, I don't think Pathfinder 2 is going to be long for this world. Now, maybe we'll get Pathfinder 3rd edition, which will be I'm not even going to fucking speculate. I'm sorry. It's a joke. I don't see a Pathfinder 3rd edition. Maybe they'll put more effort into Starfinder. No, I don't see that either, because that's a money-losing proposition. So I don't know. Again, making 5th edition material is probably their way out of this. But isn't that how Paizo started, right? They were making 3rd edition material. So they go to 5th edition. It's just a natural progression of the times. All right, folks. Appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. If you like what you see here, you like what you're hearing, please hit that subscribe bell notification, but hit subscribe, like this, comment, all that crap. We are still in the midst of the world of COVID. I am immunized. That was a personal choice. I have comorbidities at the wazoo. You have to make those choices for yourself. But I will say this. Please use your common sense. Keep yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends, your community healthy and safe. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well. And tomorrow I will be back with Glenn Hallstrom, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discourse, 8 p.m. Eastern on this very channel, youtube.com/Tenkar Tavern. All right, folks. Thank you.